to do.
Yeah, see, I was about to ask you. I got a son, and it's like he rebelling. You know what I'm saying? But he young. He only 12, but it's the internet, the rap music, the internet. It's hard to parent against that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta kind of like control screen time and all this other stuff with the information that they receiving because it's hard to parent against it.
You can't.
Can't.
You can't. I mean, it's impossible. You got to think about it. If they friends doing something you don't allow them to do, it make you look like the bad dad. But you could see further than they could see. You got your bright lights on. They just got their little regular low beams on. They can't see far. So in they eye, they feel like you hating on them. But the truth is, you protecting them. God's rejection is God's protection. So He can redirect you to your blessing. So a lot of people don't look at it like that. They think because you telling them no, consciously when somebody tell you no, it make you want to do it more. So the truth is, sometimes you gotta let them go out there and bump their. Like I told you, I turned my back. I'm like, yo, fuck it.
Right.
Like y'all want to act like that, bro? Go with her. I'll send the money. Like I'm gonna tell you how bad it was. My daughter had me locked in as a money bag emoji.
Damn. For real?
You know how bad that felt, man, to go on her phone and see that and realize I ain't daddy, I ain't dad, I'm just a money bag emoji. And when I asked, I'm like, well, what's up with this? No answers. Then she's sending pictures to boys of her breasts and all. So I started realizing that I'm teaching that the sky is blue and her mom teaching that the sky is orange. And they growing up in the mom house, they come around me on the weekend. So at that point, I'm like, you know what? The devil is getting into my house. Until you got full control, full custody, or a good parenting system, co-parenting system, let that go. You got to let it go, because what's going to happen is I'm not going to be able to be the best Nino Brown I could be to the people that following me. I'm going to be on here stretched out by my kids, so I can't do videos. I got to that point. So I had to fall back because my kids going to need me from the age of 18 through 65. 1 through 18 don't really matter. That's just for your social conscious and mental health and all. That's fine.
Right.
But 18 through 65, if daddy don't got the money, they going to the drug dealer nigga to get the money. They going to the strip club. They going everywhere else. And I'm cool with that. If I ain't do what I had to do, I got to suck that up. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to get this money. And I'm going to be prepared for when that conversation ensues. Like, daddy, what happened? Why you stopped? Hey, man, I shouldn't have to beg and run down you to be a father. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's just the truth. Like, we got to protect us too, because the truth is nobody ain't going to value you, bro, until you die. All these interviews you doing, they ain't going to blow up until you die. It's just the truth.
Damn, that's
So
sad, man. I know I'm just going back thinking like how your daughter had a emoji bag. I mean, the money emoji sign, like that's hurtful. I already know that's hurtful.
and it's like, that's why I'm against having more kids, because in this era here, you don't want to bring up a child. Here's why. You raising up an innocent child that's going to be guided, push, pulled, turned out, and all that in a world where feminism in the man is going around now. You get what I'm saying? Like the other Transformers is taking over the world. Then you got the internet out there where the child is being predominantly raised by the internet. Then you got the money, the inflation out there. So now you got to figure out how you going to raise this child with this money you making. Mm-hmm. Then you got too much on your processor, and you trying to install discipline, knowledge, wisdom, and education, but they rebelling because they want to get back to that PlayStation, or they want to get back to that phone or that tablet. So it's tough, bro. And it's like, bro, if you can, try not to have no more kids. Raise that one you got and show them everything that you never was taught when you was young. Teach them the game early. Everything you learned late, teach your child early.
See, it kind of been like a gift and a curse a little bit. As far as with me and my kids, I got 3 kids. I got 2 daughters and a son. I got a 6-year-old daughter, a 12-year-old son, and a 15-year-old daughter. I try to give them everything that I didn't have, but I'm learning they gotta earn things. Like ain't no giving. Like, because now they spoiled and they think the world supposed to just fall at their feet.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
no.
So
listen, I was talking to a billionaire today, and he was like, well, not a billionaire, he's a multi-millionaire. He's 10 million. He say by the time he finishes, he probably be a billionaire.
Mm-hmm.
But he has $10 million and it's been made in the last 2 years. So he's making good money. He was like, when he died, he told his kids and he told his trust everything to set it up where he spent all his money every year to a point where when he died, he have nothing. He said he do not want to deprive his kids of finding their own way. If you know your kids know that you rich and you gonna live this life, think about Paris Hilton. Hilton Hotel started from her father.
Right.
But look at her now. She being the best host she could be because her father paved the way and left her the fortress. So successors that's smart, you got to lead people with wisdom, knowledge, $1 million worth of game. You got to lead them with the game. Don't give them shit because they're going to feel like they ain't got to do shit. Now the world going to be deprived on the gift that God gave them to do that you ain't did.
Dang, that's deep.
I'd rather spend, I'm taking that advice from that dude, man. I'm going to figure out a way to spend this money, man, enjoy my life, and lead their ass with probably $10,000, man. And guess what? You better figure it out because that's going to tap into your creative ability if I don't leave you nothing besides a house and a couple dollars. That's it. I'll leave you a house. I'll leave you a couple dollars. But at the end of the day, you're going to have to find a way to do what your daddy did and outdo him.
Yeah. I think that's.
And I'm going to tell their ass that. I ain't leaving your ass shit. So don't act like, oh, that my daddy Nino Brown. I know your ass ain't getting nothing. You finna grind for this shit, man. I ain't leaving your ass nothing. Cause guess what? When they figure out you gonna leave them something, they treat you like you ain't shit anyway.
Yeah.
They like, man, you know what, man? He gotta leave me money. He a millionaire. Nah, motherfucker, you finna see me ride around the flying car before I leave it to your ass. You ain't finna take this money from me like that. No. Yeah. So that gonna make them more attentive to learn what you know. Because if they ain't learning, they ain't earning. So if you giving them, they ain't want to learn because they just feel like they're gonna be straight anyway. Mm-hmm. You know? I took that advice from that man. I'm telling you, man, that shit made me know, hey, look, don't leave these motherfuckers nothing, man. Teach them everything. If they don't listen, that'll show in their ethic when you gone.
Yeah, I like that though.
Fuck that.
That's big jewels. Cause that's what their mother was saying, you know, cause right now she in the process of building up everything to leave for them. Then she got to thinking like, you know what, I'm gonna enjoy my shit while I'm here. You know what I'm saying? And they gotta figure they shit out. Like that's basically what it is. Long as we gave them the tools.
Money, go ahead.
I was saying, long as we gave them the tools, they gonna be all right anyway.
You know? That's all it take to build a house. Tools. But nobody want the tools. They want the house. Nobody want the process. Everybody want the goddamn. They want to lead the projects, but they don't want to go through the process. You know, everybody don't want to go through it. Everybody don't understand that it take 18 years to become 18. You can't do it at 16. You can't do it at 17. It take 18 years to be 18 years old. You know what I'm saying? Uh-huh. So you got to go through them 18 years. It's a reason why God made you wait 18. Out of all the years, do you know that 6 plus 6 plus 6 is 18? 666. So think about all that. Like it's reasons that them 6 years that you understand me. Every 6 years, your body change, your mind change, life change, grade change, all that shit change. So you got to be learning in that process. You got to be studying and recalling because one day you ain't gonna have your parents to call and be like, "Hey man, what to do in this situation? Right. What to do in that situation?" You need to be studying your parents. That's why we got to be great leaders as parents because they always watching. Remember, their whole goal as a kid is to be grown. Mm-hmm. So you the only grown person in the house. So they watching you all day like, oh, my mama did this, so it's cool if I do that. So if you a loser, they going to be a loser because you made it cool to be a loser.
Right. Makes sense. They watch us, though, from the time the first 6 to the other 6 to the other 6. They watching us more than we know.
And now your son on the second 6, he on 12. So now this the time where they turn back. They trying to find themselves. So this the tough time from 12 to 18, gonna be the toughest time in your life as a parent because now they like, man, bump daddy, man. I need to figure out what my friends doing. I need to do this. Now you gotta, you gotta kind of let them do that because they gonna come back. But at the end of the day, let them find themselves and keep pumping it in their ear. Remember, a prophet ain't welcome in his own home. So a lot of the stuff that you do or say to them ain't gonna resonate with them because you in the home with them all the time.
Right.
You got to let them people figure it out on their own. And then when they start to ask, create that dialogue where they can always come to you and talk to you, but always just understand that you had to find your own way as a child and they got to find their own way. And it's all good because God gonna protect them as they learn it, you know?